Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Yesterday we were discussing about Hinduism, which can be learned and taught under 4 titles. The first title, Indian Spirituality, which we will be discussing today. Second chapter or second title, Indian Customs and Rituals. Third title, Indian Literature or Hindu Literature. And the last one, the fourth one, Indian Scientific and Technological Heritage, of which the Indian spirituality, it's unique, different from or entirely different from the Semitic religion. In the Semitic religion, they always say only one God. At the same time they say you should not worship other gods. These two statements are contradictory. Saying that only one God is there and instructing that you should not worship other gods means other gods are there, but only worship Allah or Jehovah. In Hindu Dharma, when you grow spiritually to the higher level, we say Ekam Sadvipraha Bahuda Vadanti. The truth, the fact, the essence and the divine power, these are all only one. People may give it the name Allah or Jehovah or any other name, and that is permitted. So here Ekam Eva Advitiyam, only one God is there. There is no question of other God or worshipping other God. Even if you worship other God, that God is also this God. Advitiyam, not two. So that we will be discussing in the course of time. But in the beginning, for any Hindu and every Hindu, we say that everything existing in the world, in the cosmic system, in the universe, everything existing in this cosmic system or in the world or in the universe, they are the manifestation of the God. Whereas the Semitic religious people say they are created by the God. Two entirely different words. Created by the world, created by the God, manifestation of the God. Semitic religion say created by the God, so that God is different from its creation. Whereas Hindus say it is the manifestation of the God. So God and the manifested materials are not different, because this manifestation itself contains the divine power and the God in that. It is like telling, for example, this is the jasmine flower created by the nature. I would like to say in another word, this is the jasmine flower which is the manifestation of the nature. Every flower is the manifestation of the nature. Every tree, every plant, every animal is the manifestation of the nature. The nature synonym God. The God synonym Ishwar. Same thing, Bhagavan. Same name, divine power. Same name, omnipotent, omnipresent divinity. Different name can be given for God. And Ishwar word has got a meaning which is responsible for the glorious life. Ishwar. Bhagavan means elevated position. Divine power means the power which is manifested in the universal system. So everything present in the whole universe, they are not different from God as far as Hindus are concerned. They are the manifestation of the God, even though for a common man, in the common language, we say they are created by the God. For a common man, for the common understanding. Because a common man cannot use a philosophical word, and a common man cannot understand the word if you go very deep into its implicated meaning. So you can see, manifestation of the God means everything present here has the divine part in that. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Whatever is existing here, they are the dwelling house of the divine power. They are the embodiment of divinity. Anoraniyan, right from an atom. Mahado Mahiyan, from an atom. From an atom up to the whole universe. Mahado Mahiyan. Whole universe. They are the manifestation of the divine power. Atma Guhayam Nihitosya Jendo. The life force that is present in all the living beings, they are also the manifestation of the divine power. So God created the world, God created the atom, God created the universe. This is Semitic religion. God manifested in the atom, God manifested in the universe, God manifested in all those whatever is available here. That is Hindu religion. So God is present in everything. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yat kinja jagatyam jagada. Whatever is present in this jagat, in this universe, they are all manifestation of the God. So the whole cosmic system is the manifestation of the God. In that cosmic system, billions of galaxies are there. They are also the manifestation of the God. In the billions of galaxies, our galaxy is Milky Way galaxy. That is also the manifestation of the God. In the Milky Way galaxy, millions of solar systems are there. That is also the manifestation of the God. In our solar system, 9 planets are there. That is also the manifestation of the God, of which one planet is Earth. So that is also the manifestation of the God. In the Earth, hundreds and thousands of rivers are there. That is also manifestation of the God. Mountains and hills are there. That is also manifestation of the God. Because when I worship my mother, I will not say that I am worshipping only her head. I am worshipping mother as a whole. I cannot say I worship the feet of my father. No. I worship, I respect, I prostrate as a body. So every part of the body is divine to me, respectable to me as far as my mother and father and relatives are concerned. Exactly like that, every part of the cosmic system, Anoraniyan, right from an atom, Mahado Mahiyan, up to the whole cosmic system, Tamakradu Pashyadi Vida Shogo Dhadu Prasadan Mahimanamisham. And if you know that divine power is present from an atom to the cosmic system universe, if you understand that in the perfect way, you will feel as a simple manifestation of the Isham, God. You are also the manifestation of the God. So the cosmic system, galaxies, in that one the solar system, in the solar system our earth, in the earth the rivers and mountains, all are manifestation of God. In the mountain, if you take a stone, that stone is also the manifestation of the divine power. Suppose you are carving the stone according to your own artistical viewpoint, that is also the manifestation of the God. So naturally a stone or an artistic sculpture, idol, it is also the manifestation of the God, because God is present in everything. So naturally it is present in the idol also, because God is manifested here. So we worship the idols. Idols are needed right from the smaller, lower age. When you grow to the higher level, if you do not want to worship the idol, you can throw them away. But in the beginning point it is needed. Why it is said so? You know, suppose you are showing an insert picture to a 4th standard student and telling that this is India, this is Pakistan, this is Afghanistan, this is Ukraine, this is Russia. That boy will not understand anything about the insert picture, because he is only in the 4th standard. Even if you are showing a map of the world map, he will not understand anything. But you come down to a globe, he will understand that. So when you show a globe, it is not earth. Earth is not this globe, but this globe is the miniature form of the earth. So that is needed at that level, 4th standard level, lower primary level. A globe is needed for a boy or for a girl to understand about the huge earth. And remember that when that student grows up, he need not carry this globe always with him. An ordinary map will give him the picture of the earth. And further you grow, merely telling the latitude and the longitude will give the location of Russia or Ukraine or Pakistan or India. But in the initial stages, globe is needed for learning about the earth. Similarly, pictorial presentation is needed for learning the solar system. In the center, the sun is there. Around the sun, through the elliptical pathway, the planets are revolving. That you can show to the students at the lower level through pictorial presentation. You put in the center an apple, then around the apple you put small orange or lemon, and tell the student that this lemon is the moon and this orange is the earth, the apple is the sun, and you show the elliptical pathway. From that symbolic presentation he will understand the solar system. So this is needed at lower level. Idol worship is needed. So without idol, without an image, imagination becomes difficult. And remember that every religion has got idol and idol worship. You know, in Hindu Dharma, if an ordinary human being got elevated into higher position, like Shankaracharya, Vivekananda, Ramana Maharshi, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Gautama Buddha, Jaina, Guru Nanak, we worship them even in the idol form. Not only Hindus, the so-called Christians, where the Bible outright reject worshipping the human beings. The Quran outrightly reject the worshipping of the human being, and the humanly created idols, they also follow this idol worship. Even though it is against the Bible, you can see the idols, plaster of Paris idol of Saint Joseph, Saint Sebastian, Saint Mary, and so many people, nearly 200 saints. And cross is an idol, altar is an idol where Jesus Christ is kept in the crucified form. You can see in the Islam, they also worship the burial of the people, even though it is against Quran. They worship a stone kept in Kaaba. They say it came from heaven. Then what is meant by heaven? Is there a location like heaven? There is New Delhi, there is Mecca, there is New York, there is Washington, there is Chicago, definitely Amsterdam is there, Germany is there. But where is the heaven? Can you go to the heaven? It's an imaginary place where every positives are available. From that imaginary place a stone has come. Is it logical to understand like that? That stone is a meteorite kept in Kaaba that was worshipped by Prophet Muhammad. Khalifa also worshipped that stone. Even though Muslims say we don't worship that. Then why did they go and do the pradakshanam of Kaaba? Kaaba is created by human being. You just go to the Google search the picture of Kaaba in 1927, and inside Kaaba in 1927 is given. Only one Shivalinga is there. The Muslims say it is not at all Shivalinga. They can say anything. But the picture you can see perfect Shivalinga. They do protection of millions of people. If they don't worship the idol, then why should they go to the Mecca? And why should they revolve around this Kaaba? And why should they throw the stone against the Satan? Satan is also presented as an idol there for throwing the stone. So it is primitive way of explaining that we don't worship the idol. At the same time they worship the idol and say that it is not idol, and say that it is not idol worship. So idol worship is needed at lower level, but when you reach a higher level, idol worship can be avoided because you have reached a higher position. And idol worship is not for the sake of idol worship. It has got many other functions as far as Hinduism is concerned. Whereas Semitic religion, the altar, the church, the mosque, these are all prayer halls where idols are kept, or sitting in the mosque they will be worshipping Mecca, Kaaba, looking to that direction. So a mosque is a prayer hall, a church is a prayer hall, whereas the temple of Hindus is not merely prayer hall. They are quantum healing centers, energization centers. The temples in Sanskrit are known as Kshetram. Kshetram means temple. Kshayat trayate iti kshetra. The building, the temple which prevents Kshayam. Kshaya means degradation. Kshaya means decay. Degradation of the mind will be prevented in the temple. Degradation, decay of the health of the individual, that will be prevented in the temple. Degradation of the family relation, degradation of the social bondage, degradation of the national integration, that will be prevented in the temple. As the converse theorem, Temples are meant for elevating the mind of the people by building confidence, by creating a fearless mind, by creating a sorrowless mind. So mind is energized in the temple, and a variety of customs and rituals followed in the temple are directly linked with the health of the body. When you do pradakshinam, when you take the prasadam, when you do the namaskaram, the body gets energized, not through spirituality, but through an indirect exercise. So, kshetra means which prevents the degradation or decay of mind, degradation of the body, health of the body. And the temples are the locations where family relations are built. When mother, father, children, wife, husband go to the temple, pray together, do the pradakshinam, discuss openly many things, and they are together. Sharing, caring and curing take place when the family goes to the family temple. They feel united when they walk outside together. So the family relation building is indirectly taking place when they visit the temples. And when they focus on the divine power, the idol, and when they pray together, these are all family relation building. You can see when the family members go to the temple together, their family problems will be minimum. Not because of the blessing of God, but because of that togetherness while going to the temple and returning. And social bondage, you can see all the temple related festivals, whether it is Janmashtami, Vijayadashami, Vinayaka Chaturthi, or it is Ramanavami, or anything happening in the temple, or 10 days festival. Variety of people from different caste, to some extent different religion, assemble there. They get more friends, the social bondage gets strengthened. In the name of the idol in the temple, in the name of the Pratishta Dinam, in the name of the temple festival, many hundreds and thousands of people come together, and the relation building, social bondage will be strengthened. So degradation of the social relation can be prevented. Enrichment of the social bondage can be entertained. So temples are centers for elevating the mind. Temples are the centers for elevating the health of the body of the individuals when they do the customs and rituals to be followed in different temples in the different way. Temples are the centers where family relations are enriched. Temples are the centers for building the social bondage. Temples are the centers for national integration. You see people go to Tirupati from different parts of India. People come to Sabarimala from different part of India. People go to Madura Meenakshi temple from different part of India, different part of the world in fact. They never feel that I am from Kerala, he is from Punjab, the others are from Andhra or Delhi or Kashmir. When people go to Amarnath, every Indian will be there. They will be helping each other, independent of the factor whether they belong to South India, North India, East India, West India. So national integration, nothing works like the temples. Hundreds and thousands of people come to Guruvayur temple in Trichur, Kerala. Millions of people from different parts of India visit Padmanabha Swami temple. Remember that. Remember that national integration takes place. So temple worship is an inevitable part in Hindu Dharma. But it's not merely for spiritual enlightenment. Spirituality in the temple is only a small part, focus of the mind. Focusing the mind to a temple, that's only 10%. Remaining 90%, elevating the mind, elevating the body, elevating the family relation, elevating the social bondage, elevating the national integration. So temples are directly connected with the idols. Without an idol, the temple will become merely a prayer hall similar to that of Muslims. They come without an idol for 5-time prayer. But unusually you can see where idols are not there an unexplainable phenomenon takes place. The terrorism grow there. Why? I do not know. But where idols are there, you can see terrorism is not there. Why these two are connected? I say not based on a scientific observation, but psychological analysis and social observation. If you have got an image for imagination, maybe the mind will be refined in a better way, because you are watching something, you are seeing something, you are standing in front of a divine entity, even though arbitrarily fixed, then you are praying. But nothing is there in front of you. As far as a mosque is concerned, searching for the black cat which is not there in the dark room. Searching for the black cat which is not there in the dark room. So a simple room is not a prayer hall. For a human being, for giving an imagination, an enlightened image is needed. That is what we can see in Hindu temples. Even though Christians reject the human created materials like plaster of Paris idol, Christians do follow that in their churches. So idol worship is inevitably important, because idols are also the manifestation of the cosmic system. But just like we stand in front of a mirror, we are not standing in front of the mirror for watching the mirror, but we are standing in front of the mirror for seeing ourselves through the mirror. So we are standing in front of the idol not merely for watching the idol, but for seeing the divine power through the idol. 5 seconds we keep our eyes open in front of the idol to take the image through the external eyes into the mind. Once that image has gone into the mind, then through the internal eyes we can do dhyanam, meditation or imagination. So idols are only tools. Idols are only tools. They are symbolic presentation. You cannot confine the whole cosmic divine power into a small 9-inch idol. Just like we cannot show the whole earth in a globe. Globe is only a miniature form of the earth, but it can give an understanding about the earth. A pictorial presentation of the solar system can give an imagination of the solar system for a student. Similarly, protons, electrons, neutrons, its orbits can be shown through a pictorial presentation or through green, blue, yellow globulets, small globes. The structure of an atom, the structure of the solar system, the structure of a human body, can all shown through a pictorial way. Anoraniyar, atom, Mahado Mahiyar, cosmic system, Atma Guhayam Nihidosya Jendo, the Jivatma present in this. So temples are needed, idol worships are needed till you cross the critical limit. Once you cross the critical limit, as Shankaracharya visited many temples, after some time he said it's not needed because he reached that level. Sri Narayana Guru himself consecrated 27 temples. After that he crossed that limit and he started thinking that the divine power he can imagine without an idol. Till you can imagine without idol, you need an idol. We will be explaining about the temples in the next class, so that variety of role to be played by a temple can be understood. My pranams to you. Thank you.